We are all in the search for true happiness. But in reality, our search should be for our life purpose and finding our unique talent to serve others, because with that comes true happiness. My guest on today's show is Dr. Deepak Chopra, the renowned author and speaker. He will be with us talking about finding your purpose, serving others, and happiness. And we'll return with him in just a moment.
What would you do if you had to choose between the buffalo and the giraffes? Between a flower or an elephant? What would you choose? What if you had to decide between 100-year-old tree and a 1,000,000-year-old beach? Between drinking clean water or breathing clean air? Would you make the right choice? Would there be a right choice? Now there's a way to help. Not just one, but all these things. Earthshare, the world's leading environmental groups working together. It's one choice we can all live with. Ask your employer about workplace giving.
And we're back with my guest for today's show, Dr. Deepak Chopra. Dr. Chopra is author of 25 books. His latest book, How to Know God, is out now. He is also the author of over 100 audio and video programs, including 5 that are critically acclaimed in public television. He has also got these books translated into over 32 different languages. And he was awarded in 1999 by Time magazine the award for the Icon and Hero of the Year, for the actually Hero of the Century. And they actually called him the poet philosopher of alternative medicine. Now he is the CEO and founder of the Chopra Center of Wellbeing here in La Jolla, where we're actually filming. Welcome to the show, Dr. Chopra.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. One thing on a personal note I wanted to let you know is I've been a fan of yours for a very long time, and you've helped change my life in many ways, and you've kind of jump-started my spirit, and I wanted to thank you for this time.
No, thank you. Thanks.
One of the things that you talk about a lot is human potential. And I think for a lot of people from many different walks of life, they have a very difficult time really realizing the unlimited possibilities of human potential. Would you be able to explain why you believe that exists for all of us?
Well, the potential exists in your soul, in your spirit, not in your mind, not in your physical domain, but in a domain of awareness that is infinite and unbounded. And it's your own spirit. It's the place where you have inspiration and insight and intention and imagination and intuition and decision making and free will and creativity and understanding and meaning and purpose. So beyond the corridors of your mind, there is this field of pure potentiality. and it's your own soul, it's your own spirit. From here, you can create anything that you want. Anything that the human mind can imagine is possible, and even beyond that, more is possible. And this is part of the wisdom tradition of every culture. It's there in the Bible when Jesus Christ says,
Right.
the kingdom of heaven is inside you, same thing. Or ask and you shall receive. That's the intuitive response that allows us to access this field of creativity.
Do you think that a lot of people have a hard time grasping unlimited potential in themselves because they don't actually know themselves? They haven't gotten to know who their spiritual self is?
Yeah, that they haven't spent any time with themselves, and also I think we are programmed in this society anyway.
Yeah.
People are programmed by the culture and by their parents to believe that they have limited potential. All the messages we hear in our childhood play like muffled tape loops in our mind all the time.
Right. And the Western world you mentioned, do you think it is harder in the Western world for us to do that because of the way we've been raised and the way society talks to us like that?
It's true everywhere. It's true in the Eastern world also.
Is it?
I mean, there are a few luminaries in every culture who have said from time to time that the field of human potential is infinite. But the vast majority of people are indeed programmed to believe that they only have limited potential.
So when we do find out who we are as our spiritual self, we do start to be able to believe that that vastness is out there and we're part of it.
Yeah, that vastness, as I said, is part of the spiritual domain, and that level of awareness has three components. First, there's your soul. Then there's the collective unconscious, which Carl Jung spoke about, which is our spiritual inheritance, where we have access to all the great masters of history. And then there's a universal domain, which is the immeasurable potential of everything, all that was, all that is, and all that will ever be.
And they all operate in the same time, too. Well, actually, time doesn't exist,
Time
right?
doesn't exist at that domain. Time exists only in the mind.
Do you believe that when we know who we really are, our purpose comes to be very aware, it comes to be known to us?
Yeah, I would say that if you sit down, close your eyes, and quieten your mind and ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? What's my purpose? If you just ask those three questions, the answers will spontaneously emerge. If you do spend time, though, in quietness, then that happens.
Now that's something we don't get a lot of time to do. We don't make a lot of time to do.
Yeah, meditation has been part of the teaching of every wisdom tradition, though, in the world. And, you know, again, in the Judeo-Christian tradition, be still and know that I am God. So if you are able to sit quietly, close your eyes, watch your breath, or repeat a phrase like, the Lord is my shepherd, or thy will be done, then by and by your mind gets quiet, and then it becomes completely still. In that stillness, you can eavesdrop on the mind of the cosmos, if you will, the mind of the universe. Here at the Chopra Center, we teach something called Primordial Sound Meditation, which is a very specific way of quietening the mind using ancient sounds called mantras that are based on the date of your birth and the place of your birth.
So everybody has a different sound?
Well, there are different sounds for most people. There are over 108 different sounds that are specific to the latitude, the longitude, and the time, the space-time event that's your birth. Yeah.
And this is a method that really works for the general public.
Yeah, lots of people come here to the center, and we offer courses in this every week.